Well, good afternoon, everyone. Today, as we navigate this kind of unique endeavor, as we convert over to a virtual environment, we're going to talk about public relations. Community relations, public relations have always been extremely important for all colleges and universities to communicate with the students, our faculty, staff, as well as our communities. But I would say that in this current situation, communication has even been elevated in terms of importance. Extremely, extremely important that we let everyone know exactly what's happening and what we're doing accordingly across all of our campuses and learning centers. So I'm going to bring in a friend. A special guest today is going to be Stu Ostertune. He's our Administrative Director of Public Relations and Communication. So Public Information and Communications. Let's invite Stu and see what Stu is up to. All right. We'll see if Stu, what he has to share with us today. Good afternoon, Stu. How are you?
Hello, Dr. Illich. How are you today?
I am doing great. I'm a little bit surprised. Normally when we talk, you're in front of a giant fireplace that has a little plaque that says home. When you do that, I think to remind us that you're working from home. So today, I'm just assuming you're in the basement.
You got that right. Yeah, it's just a better connection down here. Previously, I was kind of depending on wireless, and it's kind of spotty at times.
Well, I just told the college that while your office or department is always very important, it's really been elevated over the last couple of weeks, the importance of making sure we communicate effectively. And I know that you take that role very seriously, even though you don't take yourself very seriously. That's obvious most of the time. You know I mean that in a good way. Stu has got one of the best senses of humor at the college, and we always appreciate that about Stu. So tell us about what we're doing, Stu, in terms of public relations.
Absolutely. Well, we've got a lot of exciting things going on, as you know. The task force that has been assembled to kind of respond to different community needs. I think that's going to be an ongoing kind of project for us. I think we've just kind of tipped the iceberg on that. But from an internal standpoint, I wanted to share my screen if I may.
Of course.
Dr. Illich.
Of course.
Okay.
That's rare. It's the first time you've ever asked me before you just went rogue and did something. So I think everyone's going to see how shallow that attempt to make it look like you pay attention. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, we have been putting tons of content on this COVID-19 website, which I went straight to. And as you can see, we've got navigation on the left side by audience. We've got some related information. We have a couple of links dedicated to you, Dr. Illich, which is pretty cool.
That's great.
And I know that you're planning to add to the president's videos as you have time. Here in the middle of the page is where we've put our daily updates when we do have an update. As you can see, yesterday was Wednesday, March 25th. And then people, so that the page doesn't get too long, once a new update comes on the page, then the old update will come down into an accordion, just so that the page doesn't get too unruly. And then that audience path, there's the buttons are here as well for the different audiences that we are trying to communicate with. So I think we've done a nice job, communication out to our constituencies.
That's fantastic, Stu. I think that one of the things that just happened in the video, you kind of came in and out a little bit. And I think that's great that we captured that on video, because that's one of the challenges we're going to be experiencing with our students and our faculty and staff. And it's just something to be aware of. And I would say in especially the case of public relations right now, that there is a word that I'd like to share, and that's patience, that we all should focus on being patient with one another. And it's hard for me to be patient with you, Stu, but I think this is the time to be doing that. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think in 5.5 years, I've figured out what buttons that I can maybe push
Sure.
with Dr. Illich, and I try to push as many as I possibly can.
Yeah, I think you've even got to the point that you're just do it naturally. You don't even know it. It's just kind of a natural, it's become instinctual for you. And I think that's something you should be proud of. All right. Normally this isn't my favorite thing to do, Stu, but in this case, it kind of is, and that's to make you disappear. So we're going to thank Stu for his time, and we are going to say bye to Stu.
My pleasure talking to you.
Thanks, Stu. All right. Well, as you can see, public relations is very, very important at Southeast Community College. We are committed to providing all the information possible. We also want everyone to know if there's something that is not being communicated to you that you think should be, we encourage everyone to be assertive and to reach out to us. We see that as a positive thing, and we want you to be assertive and let us know what kind of information we need to get to you. So thank you again. Have a great afternoon, and I will see you all later.